Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. Today I have another mindfulness watercolor project, and most of this is just going to be music set to my painting. And again, I'm no watercolorist any more than I am a colorist, and this is just me watercoloring as I practice some mindfulness techniques. So I am playing around with the idea of doing a series called Mindfulness Monday or Monday Mindfulness or something like that, and posting on a more regular basis, probably just once a month on Mondays. But I just wanted to get y'all's opinion. I know this isn't for everyone, and that's okay. But for those of you that do like it, is it something that you want to see on a more regular basis, even if it's just once a month? Because now I just kind of post whenever. Yeah, there's no rhyme nor reason to my mindfulness projects. So, but I feel like doing it regularly would be very helpful to me personally. And if y'all like to see these, I can definitely consider doing it on a more regular basis. Probably not more frequently than once a month at this point. But yeah, let me know what you think. So again, this project is inspired by Ellen Crimmy Trent, and I actually made two paintings this day, and I will be sharing the other one in another video. I have this down to almost 16 minutes, and that cut out a lot, and a lot of it is really sped up. So I guess before I let you go and just watch the project itself, I'm wondering how you feel about it being sped up, because in some places it's sped up quite quickly, but you still get to see the process. You get to see how things unfold, and yeah, but for some people it might be too fast. So again, I'm just asking for opinions. I'm asking for some insight. What do y'all like? What don't you like? Because even though the mindfulness is specifically for me and for my mental health, I know a lot of you do like it, and I don't want it to be something that's taxing or difficult to watch or whatever it might be. So I'm trying to meet the needs of as many people as I can. So let me know. Let me know. Let me get back to the picture, and then we will get to the music as we do the picture. So again, inspired by Ellen Crimmy Trent, she made her projects into cards. I believe they ended up being 5x7 cards. You can see that this is in my art journal. The second one that I do, I actually do on a piece of watercolor cardstock, because this technique that she taught, kind of erasing the lines and blurring it, didn't work very well on this particular paper in my journal. And I also heat set it when I should not have heat set it. I misunderstood what she said. So again, remember, mindfulness is simply noticing non-judgmentally and just allowing things to be as they are. So yeah, so we're going to get on to the picture. You can see that I'm using various shades of greens and reds to create this holly branch, and I'm doing it all freehand, but they're really simple. Holly leaves are really simple to do. So here we go. If you guys have any other questions, any comments, please drop them downstairs. I'd love to talk with you down there. Thanks, guys. adding these smaller branches with the little knobby bits and well, I don't know what to call it. You know how branches aren't straight, and my branches were essentially straight, but here I'm adding some much more realistic movement and texture, I guess is what I'm looking for, the word texture. And the fact that the end is broken and things like that, I give that impression. And here's where I heat set it, and I should not have heat set it. So I'm watching her on her video, and she comes in with clean water and just tries to, well, she is successful in smudging her lines so that it becomes very blurred and spreads that paint from the actual image into the background. And mine was not as successful. I just say it as a matter of fact, non-judgmentally. I've never seen this technique or done this technique before. But yeah, I just saw where mine didn't work quite the same way that hers did, and so I created another project. And I think I'll probably create more. So from time to time, she brought in a little bit of extra color from her palette, so that's what that yellow is. And I'm just literally trying to erase some of those lines and spread that color from the painted images onto the background. Again, mine was not as successful as hers, and I have linked her downstairs. I'll try to remember to link her in a card up at the top for more ease of access, so you can see what my end goal was. But anyway, back to the picture. It is what it is. So at this point, I bring in my little spray bottle, yeah. And I bring a little bit more color from my palette just to get those colors moving some more. And it really doesn't get them moving from the already painted picture. It just gets them moving from my paintbrush, obviously. But it is creating the background effect that I was looking for in the end. I know that it looks incredibly messy. And it is incredibly messy, but if you know me, I really like messy and I like unpredictable art. And yeah, this was actually right up my alley, and I didn't hate the process, not at all. I was unsure of what I was doing, for sure, but I didn't hate it. And I also don't hate my end result. I definitely made it my own because it was not like hers, but I just took some of the painting and art concepts that I already know, and you know, they're a part of me. They're a part of my skill set as an artist. And well, I do not consider this a masterpiece by any means. Art is art, right? And so I just used what I know in tandem with what she was teaching, and I just created my own project. Just trying to add some more detail and some more depth to those berries. Blend those background colors a little more. And I actually set it aside to dry, and I added the splatters off camera, but I love the splatters. You can see that I also added some more depth to the berries, as well as some little black dots on the berries. And here's where I'm coming in with my micro pens from Arteza, and I'm just adding the veins to the leaves, and then I decide I want to outline them, and I have several shades of green, I have a gold, I have a white gel pen, and right now it's all about the details. And this for me really brings it home. Like, I loved when I added the smaller branches and the texture to the branches, and I love the berries, and it's just endearing itself to my heart the more I go. So y'all let me know what you think. You can see it's very random, very imprecise. You see the gold, the little hints of gold there. And initially I wasn't going to outline the leaves entirely. I was just going to do it on a few of them in a few places. And this is where I have the different shades of green in my markers. But ultimately, I go back and I outline each leaf all the way around, as well as the berries, and I love it. You can see how my leaves are imperfect. Some of them don't have the normal 6 points, I guess if you will. The end is 1 point, and then the tip and 2 on the sides. Some of them have more, some of them have less, some of them are rounded. Yeah, so if you do this or anything like it, show yourself grace. Remember, meet yourself where you're at. Allow that internal voice to say kind, soothing, encouraging things to you. Don't listen to the negativity. In fact, shut the negativity down. If you have negative thoughts, just notice them, let them go, and come back to the positive. Come back to your breath. Come back to your project. So this is where you can see all the beautiful splatter. You can see the details, you can see the gold, you can see the points on the berries, and the highlights on the leaves, and the outline on the leaves. And this is where I'm coming in with the red micro pen and just adding circles to give more of a suggestion of the berries, because a lot of them are just blobs. So I'm just kind of adding outlines, adding boundaries or borders, if you will. Just finishing it up. And I'm thinking I might do another one, and I want to add some stenciling and texture paste to that background. but I'm not going to do that to this one. I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Is it too loosey-goosey messy for you? So that was a sneak peek of my other project. I'll be bringing a video for that. But yeah, let me know downstairs what you think about this, what you think about the concept of Mindfulness Monday or Monday Mindfulness, as well as how you feel about portions of it being sped up so quickly. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you for spending some mindfulness time with me. This is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. I'll meet you downstairs, and until next time, mwah, I am out.